Yo, what's up, boys? It's your boy Uneasy D, back at it with another video, finally! Alright, so now I finally got fiber, booyah. I finally got a webcam, booyah. And I finally got, well, that was only 2 things. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, man, I haven't been able to use my webcam in so long. I lost it after like my 2nd video, so I haven't done webcam since. But we finna bust back with the webcam. I also want to start doing, videos every day. I'm gonna post maybe 2, 3 a day until I get me a new job coming through. You know what I'm saying? But bro, when I can, I'm gonna post that content. Stop playing with me. But bro, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited to have a webcam, be able to talk to people, like literally anybody, face to face, man. Like, I feel like that's like the best thing. I feel like it's more fun that way. Cause I only watch people who do face cams. I rarely watch people who don't. But my bad, let me stop waffling. Let me show you my first attempt before we get right into this CJDACHAMP video that he just posted a week ago, I think. But this was my first, time trying this fucking intro, bro.
With up to 40% off Stanley, up to $320 off gifts for the family, and $400 off the North Star 1750.
Welcome back to another YouTube video.
Just one hour curbside or in-store pickup at checkout.
Yo, I don't know why it came out like that. I was dead ass just tripping. But anyways, whatever, bro. Whatever. I don't quite literally understand it. By the way, can somebody let me know, do you like the webcam on the right side of the screen or the left side of the screen? Because I know everybody, or do you want it in the top left or the top right? Which where you want it at? Because I've never tried to think about which side of the webcam I wanted it on. Okay, my fault. Let me stop talking. This is gonna be Danzo, the Hidden Leaf's biggest fraud. The biggest. I hope y'all can see my hand movements when I'm doing them down here, because if not, I look fucking crazy right now. All right, let's do this shit.
Always be saying, I'm doing what's best to protect the leaf. Yeah, bro. Let's see them receipts again. Where was he at when the Nine-Tails attacked the village?
Not Danzo.
Where was he at when Pain turned the entire village into a crater?
Not Danzo.
Nowhere to be found. Where was he at when a 15-year-old edgelord pulled up to a summit to run hands with him?
No, well, hold on. Please, hold on. Danzo was there for that. I mean, I'm not gonna say he was whooping, he was getting whooped on, but I'm not gonna say he was whooping on anything. It was it was a weird back and forth, bruh. They both was trash as fuck at the time. I don't care what anybody says. Sasuke was trash during that arc, bro. All the way. And then he got to the war, he was a little spicy. Even the Itachi fight, he didn't win, obviously.
Nowhere to be found. His fraudulent ass.
Yo, why you did out so fast?
He hit the dash because he knew he was gonna get belt to ass by a 15-year-old emo kid.
I beg to differ. I'm gonna be honest. I really do beg to differ on that.
Hatred, a strong feeling of intense dislike or animosity toward someone or something.
That brings me to my point. I have a fucking deep hatred for video games, cause I'm good enough to be one of the best, good enough to get to that level of the best, but I'm too shit to stay at the best. Fortnite. I used to be a dog in Fortnite. Now I'm dog shit. How is that fair?
As y'all know, we've covered our fair share of haters on this channel. From a zesty vampire walking around in Louis Vuitton to a super ninja beefing with a rat and some turtles. And I mean, the list goes on. But today, we're flipping the script.
Damn, that was quick as fuck, bro. I'm gonna try not to. Whoa, to catch a nigga off guard with that.
Today,
bro, I'm so glad I got a webcam.
I came to spread negativity in this bitch.
Damn.
I'ma keep it 100 with y'all. These past months, I've been in hell. From that bogus-ass copyright strike to me damn near breaking my hand, then having to watch my football team be the worst team in the league for 2 years straight.
They trashed as fuck.
Okay. So, on this
Ain't
very
there a
fine,
camera on that
beautiful
team?
day, I'm deciding to
tough.
put this anger to use. Well, I'm about to talk about an anime character that just quite honestly pisses me off. Now, originally, this video was going to have multiple characters, but I've decided to save them for another time. because this one character specifically just makes my blood boil to a point that I just had to make an exposed video on.
I used to hate that nigga.
And that character is none other than the fraud Kage, Danzo. So today, we're gonna be going over every single one of Danzo's actions and why I hate this nigga. And I got every single receipt I need. So, let's get this fraud watch started.
Alright, let's roll that shit, man.
The most hated man in the Shinobi world. A man that is solely responsible for so much stupid shit that has happened in the history of the Hidden Leaf. Now let me just go ahead and say this right now, because this needs to be said, because it's not an opinion, it is a fact. Danzo was a terrorist to Konoha, and not just Konoha, the entire Shinobi
kinda was,
and
bro.
This, he always be saying,
what's up with this
"I'm doing
Black
what's
Ops
best
music?
to protect the leaf," as he proceeds to do the most inhumane, corrupt
that
shit.
nigga over here putting up with a Richie Morgan, bro.
Like on the real,
That's how you know
funny
he's
shit.
bad.
Everything that is wrong and corrupt about the Hidden Leaf is connected to this old raggedy ass bitch. And
everything? Everything though? I can't give them everything. I can give like half of them, but not everything that has happened to the Leaf. I don't allow that.
like I said earlier, I got them receipts to prove it. So receipt number 1, the manipulation of Hanzo in the Akatsuki. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is actually perfect that I'm making this video right now.
Okay.
Because the next roundtable trial is the pain trial. And
Ooh,
this motherfucker
let's go eat, bro.
is one of the main reasons to why Nagato crashed out and became pain. So during the Third Shinobi World War, Danzo schemed up one of the most diabolical plans to take out the Akatsuki and also become Hokage all at once. Now, this was back when the Akatsuki were not bad guys. They were just some freedom fighters trying to achieve peace. But Danzo was not fucking with these niggas at all, because the word peace was not in this man's vocabulary at all. He thought that they would end up being a problem for the Hidden Leaf in the future, which that ended up becoming true. But this future problem could have been completely avoided if Danzo wasn't a scheming, conniving, dirty-ass nigga. Now, this is what he did. He went to Hanzo of the Salamander and brought him a bunch of...
Hey, is that name... Wait, I'm sorry to pause it, like... But is that name hard, though? Like, it's like, somebody for real need to tell me, like, Hanzo of the Salamander? Like... If I was in that world and a nigga pulled up on me named Hanzo the Salamander, would I be scared? That's the question. I don't think I could be. Like, oh no, like a fucking salamander. Is that? I don't know. That sounds off to me though.
Dead Ame Shinobi bodies and said the Akatsuki killed them. Then he went to the Akatsuki under a dumbass alias named Kanzo. Like, be for real, bro. You couldn't come up with a better name.
Ain't nobody pointed his ass out.
You are the head of espionage in your village, and that's the best name you could have came up with as an alias? Oh my goodness, how did this guy get this job? Danzo told them that Hanzo sent him, and the Hidden Rain were ready to make peace negotiations. Now, here's the catch. The bodies that Danzo brought to Hanzo were not Ame Shinobi at all. They were dead root members that were disguised as hidden stone shinobi that Nagato killed. Oh, and do y'all want to know why these root members were disguised as stone shinobi? This motherfucker had these root members disguised as stone shinobi because he was trying to sabotage a peace treaty between the leaf and the stone.
Are you serious, my brother?
Like I said earlier, the word peace is not in this man's vocabulary.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Said for the future of the Hidden Leaf, peace must not exist with the hidden stone. So Danzo grabbed his own men's dead bodies, dressed them up in Ame armor, and said that the Akatsuki smoked yo niggas, and me and my bum-ass Ambu Root will help you spin back on these niggas if you help me become Hokage.
Lord, have mercy.
So he basically slimed out the Akatsuki, which led to Konan getting captured, Yahiko booming himself, and Nagato crashing out, killing everyone except for Hanzo and Danzo. And let me add on to this. If Danzo never did this shit, then there's a good chance that the leaf may have not been turned into a crater later on.
Damn, dude, this is crazy already, bro. I've learned some shit because I even watched Naruto. Wild.
But guess what? Pain wasn't the only character who ended up having a villain origin story because of Danzo's actions. Because another person who ended up getting a villain origin story because of this man was Kabuto. And what happened to Kabuto was another tragedy. So how this happened, Danzo went to an orphanage and gaslit this former Ambu agent turned nun, No, to go on a mission to the Hidden Stone and spy on them. And if she did it, he would stop sending money or any funding to the orphanage that she ran. And to make the matter even worse, Orochimaru's freaky ass is standing right behind him, and he tells her verbatim, take care that your children don't get snatched either. Children with no past or no family are worth something.
Oh, hell. What? Bro, what is he talking about?
Another reason that Orochimaru should not be let 50 feet near a school. So this dude Danzo basically told her, we're gonna make all these kids homeless and beg for spare change on the side of the road. And they better pray to God that Orochimaru doesn't find them before CPS does.
Nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit?
So she had
This
no
dude's
choice.
weird
She
as
had to do
fuck.
it. Now, Kabuto was outside the whole time, and he was listening in on this. But Danzo knew this, and he decided, you know what, little nigga? You're an orphan with no past, so I'ma put your ass to use. So he recruits him into the Foundation and sends him to multiple different villages to spy on them and commit espionage. Now, here's when tragedy
That's kind of
strikes.
clean, though, ain't
About
it?
5 years later, Kabuto got exposed when he was spying on the stone. So when they were tracking him, a shinobi tried to come down and kill him, but Kabuto sliced him in the
And it was
guts.
her.
But guess who was the shinobi he
That
split
girl.
down the middle?
That
It
girl.
was No. She was still on that long-ass mission Danzo sent her on 5 years ago. So when Kabuto went over to heal her and was panicking and telling her that he was sorry, she looked at him dead in the face and said, "Who are you?" And Kabuto was sick to his stomach. He didn't know what to think because his mother figure just tried to kill him and she didn't even recognize him. And the reason why she didn't recognize him
Danzo's
was
dark
because
as fuck.
Danzo brainwashed her. Later on,
This nigga
Orochimaru told
crazy.
this man Kabuto that Danzo revealed to No that the reason why Kabuto left the orphanage was because he wanted to bring money in for the orphanage. However, No wanted to free Kabuto from the Foundation so he could have a regular normal life. So Danzo decided, you know what? Both of you niggas gotta go. So over the years, Danzo fed No false images of Kabuto growing up so that over time, she would not be able to recognize what he would actually look like. So when she was completely brainwashed and thought Kabuto was an entirely different person, he ordered her to assassinate the real Kabuto because Danzo told her that he was a double agent and he had to be eliminated. So Danzo essentially set both of them up to kill each other because
Bro, what? Nigga, that's dark as fuck, bro. What? Bro, he brainwashed her to forget her kid and then sent her to assassinate her kid. Nigga, what? That's crazy as fuck,
they
son.
were loose ends that knew too much and he needed them out of here. So this evil bastard basically made a son kill his mother, causing another character.
This shit don't even feel like Naruto no more, bro. This feels a
Now,
little
let's
darker than
continue
that.
going down this list of atrocities. Receipt 3.
That was a crazy one.
Working with this nigga Orochimaru.
Bro, he needs to go to
Right
jail,
off the
bro.
bat, that should turn your head. We all know how evil this freaky ass nigga is. So what was Danzo doing with him? Boy, let me tell you, they
Hopefully
were
not.
kidnapping innocent people and injecting them with Hashirama cells. And when they realized that it wasn't working, they started to kidnap kids and put them in test tubes. And remember, he said all this is for the protection of the leaf as he proceeds to have innocent civilians of the leaf captured, experimented on, and murdered. And we all know there was
It's
that
crazy.
survived this shit, and that was Yamato. He
Oh my
had to
God.
watch everybody else die because Orochimaru and Danzo abandoned the project. So when Danzo came back and found him, he decided, you know what, little nigga? I'm about to make you my star Ambu pupil. So Danzo personally trained this man over the years and thought of him as his little successful lab rat. Now, moving on. Receipt
This
for
nigga darker than I
with
thought,
Hiruzen.
bro. I don't know
Now,
if it's because
I'ma
I'm
have
like,
to get this off my chest
or
before we go.
what? That's
any
crazy.
further. I do not fuck with the third Hokage at all.
Me either.
This old nigga pissed me off
A
on
terrible
multiple occasions.
person,
But you know
bro.
what? Let me get the main one out the way first. Minato and Kushina gave this nigga one job.
Take care of the
One
kid,
job.
bro.
Please take care of the child. And this old nigga
Just sent his
looked
ass
at
to
her
a room,
dead in
bro.
the face
Just sent
and
that little nigga
lied
to a
like
room.
motherfucker. Of course, you don't need to worry. You old raggedy bitch.
Yo, you think if they like come back, like they're like Rene Rebirth or some shit? Like, do they be mad as fuck when they come back because they realize like how shit he was doing for them? Cause like, yeah, he made it to adulthood. Barely. The nigga only had ramen. He literally had ramen in a dirty ass room that he got from the Hokage. Like, cool, he don't gotta pay rent, but like he was still a little ass kid living by himself. Like, that had to suck. Naruto's life was like it wasn't like so bad that you couldn't do it, but it was bad to the point it was like, you know, like it'd be uncomfortable to do. You know what I'm saying?
No.
My bad, I hate to
Kills
pause
me,
it 'cause
he
of how long it
said,
is, but I
take
gotta talk.
full responsibility. Then proceeded
He
to throw
lied.
Naruto in a rundown, nasty ass, dirty ass shack of an apartment. Nigga had the son of the fourth Hokage living in the fucking trenches, and the only thing that he could afford to eat was ramen.
And that's another thing, like when I was talking about it. This dude literally didn't even give him money. He made a little ass kid and didn't even give him like enough money to get any other food other than fucking ramen. The fact Naruto even likes ramen to this day, like as like a grown adult, is beyond me. Cause I'd be so sick and fucking tired of it. Oh my god.
And spoiled fucking milk. Oh my god, not gonna lie, I gotta stop myself right now. Cause this video could easily turn into me hating on Hiruzen instead of Danzo. So let me get back on track.
That's
Now,
right, I hate
Danzo,
Hiruzen
without a doubt,
more than
was the
Danzo.
third Hokage's biggest opposition. Even
What is that cut, bruh? I'm sorry to pause it, bro.
But everything changed the night when Tobirama named Hiruzen third Hokage. Because back in the first Shinobi World War, Danzo and Hiruzen were surrounded by a bunch of hidden cloud ninja, along with Tobirama, them two crusty ass elders, who for some reason are still alive in Boruto. Why are they not dead? And then Shushui's
That's
granddad,
wild.
who, if I was him, if I knew what this nigga was gonna do to my grandson in the future, I'll boom this nigga right now. But anyways,
He
they
probably
needed
could,
somebody
too.
to sacrifice themselves so they could all get away. So Hiruzen decided to step up and do it because Danzo was too pussy. And the whole time, Tobirama was actually testing them to see who he was gonna make third Hokage. And since Hiruzen stepped up, he got named third Hokage. And Danzo got pissed off, jealous, and grew a massive hate boner for the nigga. And he was
Okay, but like, you can't have, you can't be mad at somebody because they were braver than you and they got what you wanted because of their bravery and then get mad at them over your own cowardice. That's wild. Dude, this nigga Danzo is deeper than I thought. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm on a different level all of a sudden, like, with this nigga.
was always plotting in the shadows
Evil.
to somehow usurp Hiruzen and become Hokage. And man, Danzo tried. He really did try. I mean, we already talked about when he didn't want any type of peace with the hidden stone because Danzo was a fucking warmonger. Hiruzen wanted the war to be over. But Danzo was like, nah, f that nigga. You know peace isn't in my vocabulary. And Danzo pressed him so much, Hiruzen decided, you know what? Fine, nigga. I take full responsibility for this war, so I'ma step down as Hokage. Now, when they were having the meeting to pick who the
That's
fourth
Aura.
Hokage was gonna be, Danzo threw out one of the craziest names possible. This nigga said, I recommend Orochimaru. This nigga tried to have Orochimaru as
freaky
Hokage.
ass
Oh,
Hokage,
nah,
bro.
son. Now, the reason why he wanted Orochimaru as Hokage was because these boys were obviously working together. So if Orochimaru
Yeah,
was
makes sense.
Hokage, Danzo was also Hokage. But thank God that Hiruzen actually had a brain, because he was like, oh, hell no, there's something wrong with that nigga. Nigga, the fuck you mean by that? I can't put my tongue on it yet, but I'm telling you right
He'll
now,
put your
something
hey,
is
he'll
wrong
put
with
that tongue on you
freaky
though.
ass nigga. I recommend Minato Namikaze. Nigga, oh, don't act like you didn't hear me, nigga. Oh, hell no, I object. So the whole room decided,
This nigga is so good at what he does,
Danzo's
bro.
tweaking. So Minato got named Hokage, and literally like a year later, Orochimaru got exposed for doing all that crazy shit. And the only reason Danzo didn't go down with him was because he wiped his hands clean and cut ties with him right before he got exposed.
Yeah.
But Danzo was
Danzo
not
pretty
done
good,
trying
though,
to
at the
one-up
behind
Hiruzen,
the
because one day
shadows.
he decided, why don't I just try to assassinate this nigga? So that's what he did. He tried to assassinate Hiruzen. Man sent out an entire squad of root members to assassinate the Hokage.
That's
Nigga,
crazy.
that is treason. Now they failed.
And the fact that they didn't, not only did they didn't kill him, but they literally didn't even say nothing to Danzo. He's the only person that runs the fucking like Anbu kind of side of things.
Because
That's
Hiruzen
wild.
knew Danzo was gonna try this eventually, because Kakashi leaked everything to him. So he sent Kakashi as a decoy, and Danzo, thinking that they just got the job done, was sitting back in the Hokage's chair chilling until he heard, huh? Nigga, if you don't get your raggedy ass out my chair. And look at this man's face, bro. This motherfucker then got caught red-handed in
Dumb as
4K,
fuck.
Ultra HD, and he should be getting 50 to life with no parole. But
How did he
this
get out of that?
soft-ass nigga Hiruzen decided to let him walk. Like, excuse me, nigga? He
This
just
is why
tried to assassinate-
real Hokages get assassinated, bro. Because you're dumb. You're fucking dumb. Like what? The nigga tried to kill you 2 seconds ago, and you're like, yeah, I'll overlook it this time. Like what? What if you ain't gonna get it next time if he kills you, bitch? Like that's stupid.
You're not just any regular person. You're the Hokage!
What the hell? He got Naruto up.
Shit like that slide. Even Danzo was shook. He knows he should be getting locked up. Hell, fuck getting locked up. He should be executed.
Yeah,
And
probably.
Hiruzen had the nerve to say, but in exchange, he must do all that's in his power for the sake of the Hidden Leaf Village. Oh man, great
That was-
job, Hiruzen. Dude really let this
was
grimy ass
not
nigga
it.
walk, knowing that he's gonna do some more bullshit in the future. Talking about protect the leaf. Protect the leaf my ass, nigga. See, me personally, if I was Hokage in this situation, I'm doing Danzo just like they did Shorty and Akame got killed. Head on a pipe for display.
Bruh.
Goodness, moving on, man.
I hate when people do that,
Five,
bruh.
The mistreatment
Akame
of the
got killed, but he
Uchihas.
bad.
Now this man Danzo was just like Toby Rock. He didn't like them damn Uchihas not one bit. A good Uchiha is a dead Uchiha to these boys. No, but
That's
on the real
crazy.
though, Danzo treated the Uchihas like straight garbage. He did not trust them one bit. And the perfect example for this is when the Nine Tails attacked the village. Now
Yeah.
the Uchihas could have dealt with this situation because their Sharingans could have stopped the Nine Tails. But this raggedy bastard Danzo went to Hiruzen and said, now Hiruzen, you best make sure them red-eyed, dirty-ass Uchiha some bitches ain't out there. Nigga, what you mean? They could tame the Nine Tails. Oh, please. Do you really trust a Genjutsu wielding Uchiha some bitch? I mean, you remember that heathen Madara? That damn red-eyed thug. He controlled that big furry some bitch and tried to destroy the whole village. You can never trust the Uchiha.
W
Hiruzen
gaslight.
decided to listen to this, and they ended up making them guard the civilians when they should have been on the front lines. And if the Uchiha were actually able to help, there is a high, and I mean high probability of Naruto not becoming an orphan and living a life with his parents. So you can technically say that the reason why Naruto was an orphan was because of Danzo. But this was just the beginning of Danzo mistreating the
Yo,
Uchihas.
he's gaslighting
Because
you, and
after
I
the Nine
believe in
Tails
that
attacked
shit.
the village, the elders got suspicious of the Uchihas. So Danzo and the elders decided to move the Uchihas all the way out to the edge of the village and have them surveyed 24/7 to make sure
That's
they weren't doing
crazy.
anything fishy. But all this ended up doing was just pissing the Uchihas off even more. And when tensions kept on rising, the Uchihas just ended up deciding to stage a coup because they were tired of getting mistreated. So to try to stop this coup, Shisui was going to use his Koru Masukami on Fugaku so he could stop the coup d'etat plans from happening. Hiruzen himself signed off on this plan because this would involve no bloodshed. But this bastard Danzo
Yeah, he a hoe for
had
this.
other plans in mind.
He a hoe for this.
Danzo didn't think this would work at all, so he decided to call Shisui for a one-on-one meeting. So when Shisui pulled up on Danzo,
Fucking hoe.
Danzo looked at bro and started talking to him like, you know, Shisui, I really thought you was one of them good ones. But then I remembered what Tobirama told me a long time ago, and that was to never, ever trust a dirty, red-eyed, genjutsu wielding Uchiha some bitch. Give me your eyes, nigga. So Danzo beat the brakes off of
It is a
Shisui, Michael
combo,
Jordan
for
his
real.
head, then ripped his Sharingan.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, though, that shit clean as fuck, nigga. If that shit not clean, that nigga literally so. Like what, nigga? Wait, hold on. I don't think I did it like with the right finesse. You know what I'm saying? He grabbed him by the hair, flung him up, took his eyes out like that. It was like come on, that's shit hard as
Greedy ass
fuck.
wasn't even done yet.
I can't do it. I'm
Danzo
not an
too,
anime character.
But Shisui ended up escaping, but Danzo ended up putting a 5-star wonder level on bro's head. So after Danzo jacked bro's eyeball, Shisui went to Itachi, and he was like, Itachi, I can't do this shit no more, twin. This motherfucker Danzo took my manhood.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm still
Sharingan.
streaming, bro. I think I'm supposed to
Nigga,
check.
Take my balls from my
Alright,
Sharingan,
we're good, we're
nigga.
good.
I can't do this. no
Sorry,
more,
guys.
twin.
We're
Wait,
back
bro,
into
what are
it.
you doing? Don't stop me, nigga. Just let me fall.
Itachi slow ass know he could have called him. And I don't understand that. One, how the fuck does he just take his eyes out like nothing happened? And like, two, just because he fell that height doesn't mean he necessarily died. Like what? Dude, these the same niggas that walk on water literally. Like what?
This week ended up booming himself because of Danzo. Now we move in to receipt 6, which is without a doubt the worst thing that Danzo ever did. Making Itachi boom his whole clan.
Yeah, that was
See,
fucked
after he
up.
ripped Shusui's Sharingan out of his eye socket so he couldn't use Koro Masukami on the Uchihas, he decided to fulfill him and Tobirama's dream, the Zero Uchihas plan. Shouts out Zamasu for that dumbass name I just came up with. So he called
Yo,
Itachi and gave him 2 options. Align with the Uchiha and launch the coup d'etat and be slaughtered along with your family. Or side with the Leaf, and before they attempt a coup d'etat, eliminate every Uchiha except your younger brother. What? What was he supposed to do here? He had
I'm
this
not
nigga
gonna
Itachi playing a whole
I'm not gonna lie though, like, that was easy, was it not? Do the align with your clan. Cause look, say they did jump him after he said that, and like they hurt him a little bit, he could run and get to his family like area before that. And nobody in the Leaf was smacking any of the Uchiha. Literally the base Uchiha would slam 78% of that village before you get to like the Hokages and bullshit and whatever. Which Hiruzen is not strong. He is trash. Let me point that out. But yeah. So yeah, definitely align with your clan. Because like, dude, if even 2 of them have a Susanoo, the rest of the fucking village is fucked. They win. That's it.
choice-based game. And
Come on now.
whatever option he chose right
What?
here was going to determine the ending
why do I
of the
keep
entire
seeing
game.
that?
So Itachi ended up going with booming his whole clan
Yeah, that was
and
dumb.
saving his brother. So Itachi, along with Obito, still kind of crazy that Obito helped the nigga do it, but these 2 boomed all of the Uchihas in a night.
All them baddies gone in an instant. Fucking hoes.
Every last one of them, except for Sasuke. Parents boomed him out of there. His shorty boomed her out of there.
She bad,
so
too.
after Itachi dropped everybody off, Danzo did the most infuriating shit. After the
Yeah.
massacre was over and everybody was wondering who did this, Danzo came out and said, It was Itachi. Itachi Uchiha despised his clan. That is why he killed Shisui and took his eyes and caused infighting among his
Yo, but like, still though, you gotta be a badass of a bitch to kill all of the Uchiha clan. Like, you have to be like top in the verse already. Which he kind of was already because of his scores and shit, but he had a lot to learn type shit. Whatever. But, like, for real, you gotta be a bad son of a bitch to kill your entire clan in one night that was known to be, like, super powerful, able to tame the Nine Tails. Boy, I would have walked at that bitch feeling like a dog, boy. Stop playing with you. That would have been me all the way.
And then finally, he caused this atrocity. Nigga, this is the most infuriating son of a bitch in this entire fucking show. This rat decided to frame a 14-year-old of him booming his entire clan, which he orchestrated. Then said that he was the one who took Shisui's eyes. Like, you old raggedy bitch. Bro is lying on a 14-year-old's name when all you gotta do is take off that nasty-ass, musty-ass, steak-ass patch on your fucking face. Talking about
God, he getting mad for real, bro.
You got it in your socket. Oh no, and we ain't even done yet. Then this motherfucker walks up to Hiruzen's old ass, talking about this settles everything. Like there wasn't a plan earlier that would have settled everything with no bloodshed. Old ass dumb fuck. And then what he says right here is just absolutely mind-boggling. Hiruzen said, what does this settle? Don't you see the huge problem that we're left with? And Danzo told this man straight to his face, I consider it very minor. Damn. An entire clan just got wiped out, and bro's talking like, oh, this is just a minor problem. Like, bro,
this thing
what?
So he
finally had the balls to say, Danzo, I cannot allow you to act on your authority any longer. You're relieved of your duties. Get your bitch ass out my sight. Happy unemployment, fuck nigga. This should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah.
All the way back when he first tried to assassinate Hiruzen. Like, it took the level of seeing something like this for his old ass to finally fire him. Like, come on, bro. We should have done this a long time ago.
Sucks
and
too,
the icing on the cake.
Look, if Hiruzen and Danzo wasn't in the show, like 70% of the show would have went a whole different route. For real.
Celebrate Danzo's unemployment. Itachi pulled back up on bro and told him to his face, just so you know, I heard all that bullshit that just came out of your mouth. But let me tell you this, if you ever lay a hand on my little brother, I will gut you and expose your fraudulent ass for the entire world to see. Keep your head on a swivel, old bitch. So at the end of
hold up. Hold up, nigga. Hold up, bro. Come on. Why is this nigga Itachi so clean, bro? Like, no glaze. Why he's so clean? This nigga literally just like, I swear like 10 seconds ago, he did not know like the crows and shit, how to do that. He probably sat there the whole time while listening to that speech, learning that shit, just to flex on that nigga and dip. Like, what? That shit clean as a motherfucker.
Say that both Naruto and Sasuke lost their parents because of Danzo. Man, this guy loves ruining childhoods.
Facts. He ruined ours too, didn't he?
Oh, I can't buy this.
Whoa.
Bro, get out of my
Thinking
sight.
about that, receipt 7. This old nigga is the person that leaked to the entire village that Naruto was the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki.
He's such a dick.
Yeah.
He's just
if
a
you
dick.
didn't think this old bastard couldn't be any more of an asshole, then man, let me tell you. Now, I'm pretty sure the anime doesn't even touch on this, but if you go and read those Itachi light novels, it basically kind of alludes and tells you that this nigga did it. Now, you see, Naruto wasn't always hated as a child, and it could have stayed that way, but Danzo decided to leak to the public that Naruto was a Nine-Tails Jinchuriki and basically use him as a scapegoat. So everybody in the village could focus their hatred on him, a literal toddler. So this ended up making all the villagers paranoid and scared of Naruto, leading to him being treated like shit and isolated as a child. So yeah, not only are his parents dead because of Danzo, but also everybody in the village hated the nigga because of Danzo. You know, as I'm starting to think about it, 90% of the problems in Naruto always lead back to Danzo. And receipt 8, trying to usurp Tsunade. Now, during the Pain Assault, Danzo decided to commit his favorite crime, treason. You see, He saw Pain's attack on the Leaf as an opportunity to make Tsunade look bad and somehow become Hokage while doing it. So this is what he did. First, after Tsunade was done cooking these old dumbass geezers because they didn't believe in Naruto at all, after they all left the room, old frog nigga was about to go warn Naruto to come back to the village because Naruto was Konoha's #1 option. He was the best player on the team.
Yeah, that's facts.
Frog nigga, because he didn't want Naruto to come back at all. This man was actively trying to throw the game for his own team. You want a real life comparison to this?
I don't
This is
even
like
remember that.
2017, 2018 LeBron and refusing to play the nigga. Danzo wanted Naruto to ride the bitch while the whole team was getting dog walks by Pain. Then after he killed Frog nigga, him and his goons decided to hide underground like some rats while Pain proceeded to turn the village into.
And isn't Danzo the reason Pain is mad and part of this shit? Didn't he say that earlier that he basically caused it?
A fishbowl and ends up
With
killing
Hanzo the
God
Salamander?
knows how many people. And you know what's crazy?
That's
Even
fucking
some of the
crazy,
group members
dude.
were like, yo, shouldn't we be helping up topside right now? And this nigga was like, hell no, we ain't doing shit. This spells the end of that old slug summoning. I wanna look 25 forever. Old ass bitch, Tsunade. But sir, what about the innocent civilians dying right now? Out of hell with them. They were a necessary sacrifice in order for me to become Hokage. What? And guys, remember, everything that this man does is supposed to be for the sake of the Hidden Leaf.
For the sake of the village.
assault was over and the entire village was left in ruins, Tsunade was in a coma because she was putting in work trying to protect the village like a true Hokage should. But since she was in a coma, the Leaf needed a new active Hokage. And this is when this old ass rat finally got what he wanted all along. Danzo ended up being appointed the 6th Fraud Kage. And yes, I'm going to continue to call him the Fraud Kage because I refuse to acknowledge this nigga as a Hokage.
Yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached my
fucking
final
crazy.
receipt of why I hate this nigga and why this man is the biggest fraud in the history of the Hidden Leaf. Receipt number 9, the Izanagi Merchant. This nigga can't fight for shit without spamming Izanagi. I swear to you, this motherfucker died 11 times fighting Sasuke. 11 times, my nigga! Now, how we even got here was just ridiculous. Because before this, Danzo's fraud ass was about to be exposed for trying to use Kodo Masakami at the 5 Kage Summit because he was trying to become the leader of the allied shinobi forces. But when Sasuke pulled up, this
He's so clean.
scary ass bitch ducked the smoke immediately and ran off because he knew he was gonna get belt to ass by Sasuke. So when Sasuke was finally able to confront him,
Stop putting goddamn characters in Fortnite, bro. Please. I'm so tired of seeing these random ass characters.
and Danzo had nowhere else to run, it was finally time for this fraud to be exposed.
And he was trash at fighting.
Pulls out
He was so trash. I thought he was gonna be clean.
Sharingan loaded arm with Hashirama cells and tell Sasuke, I will be adding your Sharingan to my collection.
There's no way he thought he
Daddy
would win that
Uchi,
shit.
awesome bitch. So Danzo runs up to Sasuke and swings at him with no hesitation. But Sasuke blocks his attack with his
That's a
Susanoo
real-
and just
that's a real
stares into
Sharingan
this
user.
old man's soul. And look at his face, bro. He knows he done f***ed up. He knows his old wrinkly ass is about to get cooked by a 15-year-old.
Yo, but
Sasuke
his eyes are
snatches this
scary
old
though,
nigga
ain't they?
And just starts squeezing the last bit of life he got left in him. And he straight up asks his Danzo, why did you do it? Why did you make my brother kill my entire clan and ruin my whole fucking life? And Danzo doesn't even want to answer the question. He just starts telling Sasuke that damn red-eyed thug was a rat, spilling the damn Leaf secrets. That's why you can never trust the dirty Uchiha. You're Satan spawn, you hear me? So Sasuke had enough of Danzo's bullshit and just decided to crush him, leading to his first death. Now, Danzo basically has 10 lives, because he got 10 Sharingans in that nasty-ass arm, and they all got Izanagi. So basically, the nigga can respawn 10 times. So Danzo decides to respawn right behind Sasuke, and he ends up doing one of the dumbest moves in the entire series. He tried to stab a Susanoo with a kunai.
That's almost as bad as that Kurenai fucking trying to fucking Tachi Uchiha the best genjutsu user under a fucking genjutsu. That's what it felt like. It's some stupid shit. Still never understood that, but this is crazy.
You serious?
Nigga, what made you think that was gonna work?
Tough.
And then he really talking like he analytical, like, as expected. Susanoo, just the thing to protect yourself. So Sasuke squashes Danzo again, and that is another death. This has been one-shotted twice. He sucks! Nigga has 10 Sharingans and Hashirama cells in his ass. You can't get any more carried than this. How the f are you losing? Nigga got level 99 stats in his ass. So Danzo
Nature-made magnesium
God,
is
bro, these
made to
fucking
care for your
ads.
heart, bones, and muscles.
A present for them is a present for me. This must be how Santa feels.
Bro, watch out.
once again, just for Sasuke to casually fly up and use Amaterasu, incinerating this old bastard to death and killing this bum-ass nigga a third time. So Danzo respawns again and starts blowing his nasty ass halitosis breaths all over the place, just spreading his nasty ass breath across the battlefield.
I love
So
SpongeBob,
Sasuke
bro.
ends up getting in close, but Danzo ends up choking him. But Sasuke sends a shuriken at his arm and splits Danzo right down the middle, cutting off his arm and killing him for a fourth time. So Danzo ends up respawning again. And look at him trying to look all cool and shit. Nigga think
he
he ore
look
farming,
kinda
when in
cool.
reality, his sorry ass is gaining negative ore every time he's dying. So while Danzo was just standing up there
I'll give
looking
him
like a
that.
doofus, Sasuke decided to show him what an actual ore farmer looks like. So he uses a genjutsu. And when Danzo turns around, he sees Itachi just staring in
That
his
shit
soul.
hard,
And his
nigga.
old ass looking like, no, this can't be. You dirty Uchiha. You're supposed to be dead. So Itachi ends up using the Amaterasu on Danzo. But Danzo, actually being smart for once, figured out that this was a genjutsu. So when Sasuke came up behind him to try to stab him, he ended up stopping because Danzo put a curse mark on him all the way back when he was choking him. So Sasuke was paralyzed. He couldn't move. So Karin tried to come up and save him. I don't even know why she tried, but Danzo just kicked her sorry ass to the side. So Danzo actually could have ended this fight right here, but he decided to be a dumbass and start gloating and start saying how trash the Uchiha clan was and how saving Sasuke was Itachi's biggest mistake. So this ended up pissing Sasuke off. So he ends up breaking out of the jutsu and blasting Danzo off of him. And Danzo ended up blowing his best chance at winning this fight. Because from here on out, it was a belt to ass. Sasuke ends up sniping Danzo with a Susanoo arrow and booms him for a fifth time. So he respawns again. And he just decides to rush him head on just to get smoked again. This nigga is trash. His KD ratio is in the dirt. Bro is over 6. So then Danzo decides to use a summoning jutsu. So he brings out this big-ass elephant tiger hybrid, and it just basically turns into a vacuum. So while this was distracting Sasuke, Danzo came behind him and tried to sneak him. But Sasuke uses a fireball jutsu at the Baku. Then he turns around and just rocks Danzo, sending him flying and booming him again. So Danzo
This nigga real life was trash. I don't remember him being so trash.
just for Sasuke to come down and flatten him into the ground, booming him again. Nigga is so
getting
trash he's getting
embarrassing.
spawn camped at this point. Look, he respawns again, just to take 3 shuriken to the chest and respawn again.
That's actually crazy because that means he's the only person I've ever seen in Naruto that died to a fucking shuriken, bro. Literally the only person, bro. That shit is used only to close the distance on a fight. That's it. Because these niggas don't hit shit with it.
So Danzo had 1 Sharingan left. So he decided to put all of his remaining power
If you're
into
not-
this chakra
like, if you're
blade.
not, like,
so
not
Danzo
trash.
runs up to Sasuke just to get stabbed again. And just like that, Danzo just wasted all of his Sharingan. This fraud couldn't get the job done with 10 Sharingans, wood style, and Hashirama cells. This nigga is trash.
That's
so
actually
Danzo
trash.
ends up falling to his knees, and this nigga knows it's over. This pathetic ass tried to get up just to fall down face first. He was done, cooked, Though Danzo, being desperate, decided to use one last trick up his sleeve. He ends up grabbing Karine and using her as a hostage. So Danzo had to be thinking, since I got his girl, I should be able to negotiate and get out of here. Cause ain't no way in hell he gonna hurt her, right?
I don't know what this nigga Sasuke like.
Sasuke booms both of them through the chest.
Jesus.
This nigga didn't give a fuck, bro. Look at his face. This man was deranged. He was out for blood. He didn't give a fuck. He straight up told Shorty, since you managed to get taken hostage, you're nothing but a burden to me. So when Shorty fell over, Danzo knew it was over. We end up getting one of the most satisfying scenes in the entire series, as we get to watch this loser, this fraud, this war criminal run away like a bitch, cause he knows it's over. So then Obito came down, and Danzo was surrounded by the final two members of the clan that he destroyed. This was all of Danzo's sins coming back to bite him in the ass. Poetic justice. So Danzo in his final moments decided, if I'm going out, I'm taking you damn Uchiha with me. So he uses a reverse tetragram ceiling jutsu and ends up blowing himself sky high.
And still didn't kill anything.
Using that jutsu, Danzo blinked, and he failed at taking them out with him. And Danzo, the evilest nigga in Naruto, the most pathetic old piece of shit, died a fucking failure and will be remembered as Konoha's biggest fraud.
Damn, bro. Damn, that shit was good as fuck, nigga. Dude, that's crazy, man. Dude, cause I'm just sitting here, I'm thinking, I'm like, that shit is actually crazy. This nigga Danzo was actually wild as fuck, bro. This nigga was just doing shit. But bro, oh my god, but that was entertaining as fuck. Bro, I hope y'all was with me, bro, man. Go, you know what I'm saying? I hope you're able to eat some popcorn or some food, watch my video, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna become a real YouTuber at one point. But dude, yeah, man, shout out to CJDACHAMP for this video. Obviously, all his videos are chef's kiss. Every single one of them that I've seen are awesome. I love that he does this shit. I'm glad it's his passion, and I really enjoy watching them, man. If you liked the video, make sure to like it, comment, subscribe. Bro, tell me what you want to see next. Tell me if you like the face cam. Tell me if I should move the face cam. Let me know what's going on. I'm finna post probably another 2 videos today, potentially. One's gonna be about like a tier list, like maybe, and another one might be like an ERB or something. Cause I really want to take YouTube serious, so I want to get some videos going out like fast and having a couples at a time. That way I can learn from them, you know, so I can make them better, and you know, just so people can see the content, man. But yeah, I appreciate it. I love you boys. I'll see y'all in the next one, for real.